Love born in the eye of the storm. Hollywood, Los Angeles, the sun sets behind the hills, bathing the Pacific Ocean in a golden sunset as two names once whispered, once secret, walk side by side. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, the once stormy on-screen couple, have finally broken their silence. After years of speculation, rumors, denials, and carefully considered statements, they have decided to speak up for themselves. People will never understand what we've been through, Dakota softly begins in an exclusive interview with Vanity Fair. But we've stopped trying to please everyone. We've chosen to be happy. Her words have sent shockwaves through social media. For the first time, Dakota and Jamie have admitted that their relationship is more than just on-screen magic. It's something real, something deep, and something that will never fade, no matter how hard they try to bury it. From film to reality, the beginning. Their story began on the set of 50 Shades of Grey, the film that forever changed their careers, and their lives. Jamie was married and the father of 3, while Dakota was a sought-after Hollywood beauty, balancing fame and vulnerability. The world watched as their characters, Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele, created a cultural phenomenon. Backstage, insiders whisper of late-night rehearsals, quiet dinners, and an undeniable bond. "You can't act like they did," says a crew member from the first film. "It was so real, you could feel it in the air." But both actors have insisted for years that they were just best friends. Jamie remains devoted to his wife, Amelia Warner, while Dakota is embroiled in an on-again, off-again relationship with Coldplay frontman Chris Martin. But their eyes tell a different story every time they appear together at a press event, a spark that no script can control. The price of harmony. Hollywood can be ruthless with rumors, and the Dornan-Johnson relationship is no exception. Every touch, every smile, every glance on the red carpet is dissected by fans and tabloids. Some call them a storm couple, two people bonded like lightning, destined to collide despite all the trauma. Jamie told Esquire in a 2018 interview, "People like to imagine us as someone we're not. Dakota is one of my best friends. She's an amazing woman, but that's it." But now, years later, his tone has changed. "When you spend so much of your life denying something that's natural, it eats you up inside," Jamie confessed. "I realized that pretending was hurting everyone, including myself." Those words, raw, unfiltered, reverberated throughout the entertainment world. Had Jamie Dornan just admitted the rumors were true? Behind closed doors. According to close friends, the turning point came earlier this year. Dakota was filming Daddy-O in New York, while Jamie was finishing a project in Ireland. Away from the spotlight, they began communicating again, first through text messages, then long phone calls, and finally secret meetings. "They're tired of hiding it," says a source close to both stars. "They've both changed a lot since 2015. What was once forbidden now feels liberating." For months, paparazzi have caught the two meeting discreetly, strolling in Central Park, dining in dimly lit restaurants, and sharing quiet laughs, more than any interview. When people reached out to Jamie's reps, they received no denials. Just a cryptic response. Jamie's private life is his own. He's focused on his happiness. That's all fans needed to hear. Dakota's defiance. Dakota Johnson has never been one to bow to public pressure. As the daughter of Hollywood power couple Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, she grew up surrounded by cameras, expectations, and the burden of legacy. But Dakota has always followed her own path. "I don't live to be perfect," she shared in the same interview. "I live to be honest. And honesty means admitting to someone who makes you feel alive." Her words were accompanied by a black and white photo of her and Jamie sitting on the beach, barefoot, laughing like two teenagers rediscovering their innocence. No filter, no context, only two souls find each other. Within hours, the internet exploded. Hashtags like hashtag Jamie and Dakota Forever and hashtag Storm Couple Returns trended worldwide. Fans posted clips of old interviews of the pair, moments of them exchanging warm, playful glances, claiming they had seen it coming all along. Aftermath. But love in Hollywood is never simple. Amelia Warner, Jamie's wife of more than a decade, reportedly left Los Angeles shortly after the couple's announcement. Sources close to her say she is focusing on music and their 3 children. She's heartbroken, but also relieved, an insider said. There have been years of speculation. Now, at least, the truth is out. Dakota's longtime boyfriend, Chris Martin, has remained silent. However, fans noticed he recently unfollowed Dakota on Instagram and deleted some of their photos together. He's not mad, a mutual friend revealed. He's just accepting that her heart was never really his. Public voices. Of course, the world has a lot of opinions. Some call them selfish, others call them brave. One viral tweet read, "They gave us chemistry, they gave us denial, and now they give us the truth. Jamie and Dakota are a true Hollywood love story." Another said, "They destroyed 2 families over an illusion. There's nothing romantic about betrayal." Yet amid the chaos, Jamie and Dakota's message remains steadfast: "We chose our own happiness." For them, it's no longer about approval. It's about peace. A new beginning. A few weeks after the news storm, the couple were spotted leaving a small cafe in Notting Hill, London. No bodyguards, no entourage, just quiet smiles and intertwined fingers. "They looked so calm," said one fan who saw them. "Not like celebrities, like 2 people who have been through war and finally found a home." Jamie has stopped wearing her wedding ring, while Dakota is said to have moved into a townhouse in Hampstead. Close friends say Jamie visits regularly, sometimes staying overnight before returning to Belfast for work. "They're in no rush," explained a mutual friend. "They're letting things happen naturally this time. They both know what they're risking, and they're willing to take the risk." Private but public. They recognize the irony of being one of the most talked about couples yet still craving privacy. Speaking to Vanity Fair, Jamie admitted, "We're not trying to prove anything. We're just living life. People can say what they want." Dakota added, "For years, we've just been acting on screen. Now we're living a real life. That's all we've ever wanted." They know their story won't please everyone, but for the first time, they seem to accept that. The woman once called Hollywood's most mysterious romantic and the man once called the reluctant lover are now rewriting their story, chapter by chapter. The world's reaction. Within hours of the interview being published, the entertainment world erupted. Talk shows debated their morals, tabloids dissected their every word, and fans flooded social media with emotional messages. Some applauded their courage. Love wins, even in chaos. Others condemned the timing. They waited until everyone forgot to drop the bomb. Classic Hollywood. But the overall sentiment was one of fascination. Because, at its core, the story isn't just about love, it's about human frailty. About how 2 people, after years of pressure, can still find the strength to follow their hearts. Looking forward. Jamie has hinted at taking a break from acting to reconnect with what really matters. Meanwhile, Dakota is working on an independent film that she says is about love overcoming silence. Fans can't help but draw parallels between the story and her real life. Both have expressed a desire to focus on issues they care about, raising awareness about mental health, privacy, and fair representation in the film industry. "We've both been judged, dissected, and misunderstood," Jamie said. "If our story can remind people that happiness isn't a crime, then it's worth it." Final thoughts: choosing peace. Months after their announcement, the furor has begun to subside. The storm that once defined them has finally subsided. In a rare public appearance at a charity gala in London, Jamie and Dakota arrived separately but left together. Cameras caught them laughing in the car, the city lights reflecting off the rain-soaked windshield. "They look like 2 people who have been through hell, and decided heaven is worth fighting for," one photographer remarked. Back home, Dakota posted a simple Instagram story post, a photo of a Malibu sunset, with the caption, "Freedom is love. Love is peace." A few minutes later, Jamie reposted the post with a heart emoji. And just like that, this tumultuous couple reminded the world that love, no matter how complicated, controversial or chaotic, is the most powerful force.